Maryam's old nanny from her childhood in Pahang comes out of the house alone and addresses the elements.
How I wish my mistress Maryam would not have sailed to the fortress of Selat Malacca. I would not have convinced the daughter of Zaman to kill their father and will come to Johor soils and live with her own family, her children, and her beloved husband Ja'far. However, things has turned upside down. My master Ja'far, he has gone back to the royal marriage with the daughter of Sultan Ahmad, who governed this land. And my mistress, rejected by her husband, can only feel sad and weeps her life away. And I am terrified. Why? Because she is clever, and I know her. That she might plan something that wicked, and she might kill people who have caused her griefness, and then suffer her undoing. Poor her children know nothing about their mother's trouble, and here they come.
Scene 2. The old mother of the children of Ja'far and Maryam enters with the children running about him, perhaps playing with hoops or other toys.
Well, there's my mistress, long-time slave. What are you doing here alone, grumbling about your troubles in front of the door? And how is it that Maryam is willing to be left on her own?
Such deep sadness just came over me that I need to come out here and tell everyone that my mistress, her sorrows keep going and going.
Oh, that poor woman is still feeling sorry for herself? Oh, the fool! Oops, sorry that I'll burst. Yet she still doesn't know anything about the latest troubles.
What is it, old man? Please tell me.
I'm sorry that slipped out. Well, I heard someone saying, even though I pretended like I'm not listening, at the place where the old man sits to play checkers near the near the river fall, that these children and their mother, well, the king, they are going to banish them all from the Johor territory. Whether the news is true or not, I'm not sure, but I hope it's not. Old tears give way to new ones. It's pretty clear that he's not interested in this family.
Children, do you hear what kind of a father? He is my master, but he turns to be a traitor to his own family.
What do you expect? That man, he doesn't even care about his children now that he has a new wife. Go on, children, there's nothing to be worried about. But please, keep them to themselves and don't let them go near their mother. I've seen her giving them that wild animal glare as if she has something she's planning to do to them. But I pray that it's the enemies and not the loved ones that she hurts.
I hate my life! How can I put an end to it?
Go on now, children, go. Quick, try not to let her see you. Try not. Watch out of her madness.
I am in agony. I'm so brutally misused. You horrible children of a mother who hates you. God damn you, your father, and the whole house. Go to hell.
Why do you hate them? They are your own children, your own flesh and blood.
I heard a cry. I heard a sob from the unhappy old Pahang woman. And you, old woman, talk to us. While standing in my doorway, I heard a cry, and my heart feels burdened because they are dear to me.
There is no more house. He held fought at the royal bath. And my mistress, she went away with her own sadness and cried all along the way.
What use is life to me? Let me die and live this life I hate.
You hear such a shrill cry, the unhappy cried in tones.
Why this fatalony for the batch you have lost? It will carry you to an early grave. Please do not pray for that.
If your husband services a new bag, that isn't so fair. Do not fret.
I suffer. I wish I could see him and his bride, ground down to nothing, house and all. Who have dared to wrong me first? Father, city from which I am torn away. After I killed my brother in cold blood for him?
I will try to persuade her, but I'm afraid I cannot. But still, I do not begrudge you the effort.
I have lost all pleasure in living, and I want to die, my friends. The man who was once everything to me, try to understand this. This is the greatest challenge, whether you will get a bad man or a good one. A man, if he's bored with things at home, he can go out to ease his weariness. I have no friends, no families, no relatives to offer me safe haven from this disaster. I ask one small favor. If there is any way, can make him pay for this abuse. Hello to you, Sultan Ahmad.
Maryam! I command you to leave this land. Take your 2 children with you. Do not delay. Of the sentence of banishment, I am both judge and jury. I will not leave this until I cast you outside the border of my country.
I am ruined, desperate. I want to know the reason. Why are you banishing me from this country, Sultan Ahmad?
I am afraid of you. In case you do some harm to my daughter. You are clever and you are so skilled in many evils.
What harm can you suffer from me? I have no such power. Do not be afraid of me, Sultan Ahmad. You marry your daughter to the man you choose for her. But my husband, I do hate him. Give your daughter in marriage. Prosper. But let me stay in this land.
Your words are cadgering to my ears, but inside of my heart, I'm afraid you are forming some new evil plans. But you must leave at once.
Please, I beg you, at your knees.
You are wasting your words. You will never get your way.
Please, I beg you, spare me.
Apparently you are going to make a stint, madam.
I will go into exile, but it is not for that I supplicate to you.
Why are you trying to curse me? Let go of my hand.
Just one day. Let me stay for one day. To find resources for my children and to prepare for exile.
Fine. I will grant you this. But I want you. If the light sun comes to find you and your children inside the border of my country, you will die. That's my final word.
So, what will you do now? Where will you turn? To what shelter will you find?
I have some plan in mind. In fact, I have many ways to kill them. I know. I kill them with poison. But if I am driven by resourceless misfortune, I myself will take the sword. I will kill myself, and I'll kill them as well. You see what you suffer.
Oh, Maria, you sailed for your father's home in a foreign land and now you're abandoned with no man in your marriage bed. Please, Maria, please, we beg you not to do this.
You had the chance to stay in this country and keep your home, Maryam. But after what you have said against the royal family, think yourself lucky to be punished with only exile. You can hate me all you want, but I will never think the same of you.
You wild man! Don't you remember? I saved your life when we aborted in Terengganu. When you were sent to a deadly quest. As for me, after I betrayed my father and my homeland, I went to Perlis with you. And then I killed Sultan Zaman using his own daughters. And now, you're betraying me? After everything that I did for you, after you received everything from me, you made a new marriage. You have children. And now where will I turn to? To my father's house, which I betrayed? Or to the daughters of Sultan Zaman? Of course, they will be delighted to see me.
I know of that, Maryam. I know clearly of that fact. But I know that love compelled you to save me. But I have my own reasons for doing this. When I came down here, all the way from Perlis, with everything that I've been through, I think it's just a lucky opportunity for me to get to marry to the royal's family. This is the king's daughter we are talking about. It is not that I hated you. It is not that I hated our marriage. It is not that I desire for a new bride. It is not that I wanted more and more children. I just want to bring glory into our family. I just want to fulfill our potential. I just want to tell me if what I did is wrong. You know my intention, right?
Jafar, sorry Jafar. I know it's such an effective speech, but even if I speak out of my respect to you, you seem abandoning your wife and you're not making the right thing.
In my opinion, people who are dishonest but speak so well deserve the greatest censure. And you should have told me about your marriage, convincing me before you made one. Not in secret.
Even if I had told you earlier, vengeance has taken over you. You are not the same Maryam I know. You are in anger.
That is not what stopped you. But your marriage was turning out no glorious enough as you approach old age.
Again, it is not about women that I'm marrying to the royal's family.
I pray that you'll never have a happy life.
You know how to change your prayer and appear wiser? Pray that good things shall never seem painful to you.
Go on with your abuse. You have your way out. I am abandoned and exiled from this country.
You are the curses against the royal house.
For you and your house, I am accursed.
Enough. I will not continue on this quarreling anymore. If you want to take on my offer of money for our children, and your exile, just say so. I'm willing to be generous.
I will not take anything from you.
I swear I just want to help our family, Maryam. You are the ones who threaten yourself even more.
Fine! Get on with your marriage!
Maryam, hello. Nice to meet you.
Hello to you, Sultan Ismail, son of Mahmud the Wise. What brings you to this country? country.
To ask how am I touch her? To ask how am I touch her?
Oh goodness me, are you still childless at your time of life?
Yes, you are childless.
Then why have you come here?
Well, there's a man named Shabai, king of Java. He's a skilled. He's a pretty man and skilled in such things. Besides, he's the most friendly among my allies.
May you fare well and gain what your heart's desire.
Thank you. What? But why do I see your face and complexion so wasted?
Sultan Ismail, my husband, he's the most wicked man. Jafar has wronged me, although I've done him nothing. He has taken a new wife to be his mistress over me.
Oh my, such a despicable man. And did he fall in love?
Yes, he fell in love with marrying into the Johor royal family.
No wonder you're upset, my lady.
Besides, I'm driven into exile.
There's yet a new tragedy, and Jafar permits it. Oh my, I don't approve it.
He says he does not, but he's willing to put up with it. But I beg you, pity me. Take me in to share your home and country. I promise I'll put an end to your childlessness and make you become a father. I know how to make a potent elixir.
There's lots of reasons why I'm eager to grant you this favor. Maryam, if you come to my land, I promise you to always protect you and will not give you to anyone.
But if only you could pledge to me regarding such things and promise I'll get anything I need from you.
Don't you trust me?
I trust you. But the House of Zaman and Sultan Ahmad is my enemies. If we come in terms of words only, you may break your promise with me and become friends with them.
If you are to do it, then I will do as you ask.
Then never yourself to cast me out of your country. If you do not keep your word, what will you suffer?
But that will happen all to men who break their oaths.
All is well. I shall come to your country as soon as possible. Goodbye. I shall be victorious over my enemies, my friend. And now, I shall tell you my plan. I will send a servant to Ja'far and ask him to come into my sight. And when he does, I'll speak with him in polite words. And then, I will beg him not to send my daughters into exile. So that with deceit, I may kill the king's daughter. I shall send my children with gifts in their hands. A fine woven dress and a tiara of beaten gold. And when she touches it with her hand and put it on the flesh, she and anyone who touches her will die a horrible death. So potent are the poison I smear on the gift. But comes a new story where I kill my children and there's no one to save them. And after I confound Ja'far's house, I shall leave this country.
Maryam, since you have shared your story with us and in our desire to help you, we beg you please not to do this.
I will not change my mind. I know why you say that, but you are not suffering abuse as I am.
I have come at your bidding, Maryam. For even though you hate me, I shall not fail you. Now tell me what you want from me now.
Ja'far, I ask you to forgive me for everything that I've done before. I realized I was foolish. And now, I've come to a better understanding. Children, come out of the house. Come, greet your father. Talk to him with me. Let's become friends again.
I do not blame you for the past, Maryam. And I approve of this thing. But why are you turning your face away? Are you not accepting my words?
I was just thinking about my children.
Why? Why are you grieving over your children?
Well, I gave birth to them. But since the royal family has decided me to go into exile, I understand. But please, ask Sultan Ahmad to spare my children from the punishment. Please.
I don't think that I can convince him, but still, it is worth a try.
Then ask your wife to ask her father to spare my children.
Yes, of course. I think I can convince her.
Well, I shall send gifts for her, to show an effort. A dress and a tiara of beaten gold. My children will send them for her. She'll be happy.
Do you think the royal house is in need of dress and gold?
In her youth, she has power. For my children, I'm willing to do anything. My life, gold. Children, go to the wealthy house of your father's new wife. Give her the ornaments and beg her not to send me into exile. Do you understand me?
Very well. Let's go, children.
Go, follow your father.
Dear God, now I have no more hopes for these children's life.
My mistress, your children are pardoned from exile, and the royal bride happily accepted the gifts in her hands.
I see. Okay.
Well, that is not in tune to my message.
I do not blame you. You told what you had to tell.
And did I just announce a misfortune?
No. It just had to be done, old man.
Then why is your face downcast? Why are you looking like you're crying?
It's nothing.
Cheer up. Your children will help you to go home soon.
Unfortunately, I have to send them home before that unhappy woman that I am.
Oh, you just have to remember that you're not the only woman who has to be separated from her children. And as human beings, we have to slightly bear with misfortunes.
I will do that. But please, go inside the house and prepare the children for what they need today.
Yes, mistress.
Oh, you unhappy woman who will kill their children. What a vile woman you are. Whom you bear your child and you want to kill them. My God, Maryam.
Maria, will you dare to kill them?
Yes, to ruin Ja'far.
But,
Ruin him.
but you will be the sorriest of the woman.
Never mind. Nothing will change my mind.
We beg you, Maryam, please. For the sake of the children's life, please do not do this.
Stop it. I will not change my mind, but never.
Maryam, you have committed a terrible criminal act. How dare you?
Why? Why are you in such hurry?
The royal princess is just dead now. The victim of your poison. And her father is dead too.
That's wonderful news. I will give you my gratitude and I'll call you my friend.
What are you saying? Have you gone mad, woman? Do you think you have destroyed the royal household? How can you smile like that?
How did they die?
Well, when your two children came in,
with their father and went to the bridal chambers. We heard that you and your husband had called a truce to your earlier quarrel before she caught sight of your two children, held her eyes fixed eagerly on Ja'far. But your husband was trying to persuade her, but when she saw the fine garments did not resist, but agreed with her husband in everything. She scooped out the fine robe and put it on. Then she fitted the golden crown around her curls, and with a shimmering mirror arranged her hair, and then she gets up from her throne, overjoyed with the gift. Suddenly, the color drains from her face, her step unsteady. She tries to go back, trembling from head to foot, and barely managed to stumble into her seat and avoid falling on the ground. Then, an old woman, one of her slaves, she saw her conditions,
And the blood was drained from her skin. At once, one slave ran to her father's room to tell him what was happening to the bride. And the poor woman, her eyes glazed over, stirred from her silence. And with a deep groan, her eyes glazed over, stirred from her silence. And the crown of gold around her head was spring out an eerie stream of ravenous fire. She stands up and tries to escape. Overcome by the disaster, she falls to the floor. We were all afraid to touch the body. Her poor father, in ignorance of the tragedy, suddenly burst into the room and threw himself off the body. He cries out and enfolding her in his arms. And when he stops, he wanted to get up on his feet, and she held him fast. After a time, he was exhausted and the poor man let go of life. Delighted together.
Ja'far, he read what he saw, and happy daughter of Sultan Ahmad has done to them. We pity you, Maryam, all because of your marriage to Ja'far.
My friends, I have decided to kill my children. And since they must die, the one who gave birth to them has to kill them. Calm down, myself. Calm down, my heart. Why hesitate to do such tragic? I just have to take the sword and kill them. Do not think of your children. Do not think of how much you love them, how you gave birth to them. Forget about them. Oh, look at that wicked woman. She gave birth for them for nothing. Ah! Do you hear that? Do you hear that cry of terror of the children? Oh my God! What should we do? No! Should we go? Should we go? Yeah, I don't know.
Ah, me! What will I do? Where will I run from my mother's hand?
I don't know, dear sister. We are lost.
I think you should go into the house, stop the murder.
It's not okay to interfere with their family.
Oh my God, what should we do? We have the power.
You, woman at the door. Is the crazy woman still in the house?
You don't know what you said. If you know that what death into evil have you gone into, you won't say those careless words.
What, she wants to kill me now?
No, she already killed your children.
What?
Go inside now.
If you want to see your children, go, open the gate.
Oh my God. Hurry, unlock the door. I just want to see my children.
Why are you shaking the door? Why are you trying to force them open? to find their bodies? And me, the murderer?
You had the heart to kill your own children. You betrayed your father. You betrayed your country. You killed you kill your own children. Why is killing the only solution to you, Maryam?
Do not disrespect your marriage to me. Sultan Ahmad and your wife? I killed them because they are trying to exile me. They are not going to get away. You twisted your heart. Don't you realize?
You will pay for this, Maryam.
Yes, you can be certain of that. But pain is pleasure if you do not laugh.
Children, what a terrible mother you have.
Oh, children! How? You were destroyed by your father's disease.
Please, allow me to bury them and mourn over them.
Mourn? Wait for the old age.
Dearest children,
Oh, children. You already died. Why do you care?
I am lost for words, literally. Why do you skip your scream, Maryam?
I have come to believe that human beings' heart is not easy to understand.
I wish I had never fathered my children to see them destroyed by you.
Everything happens for a reason. This is the end of the story. The chorus point out with this line.